So it's been some shit that ain't been sitting right with me, man. There's been some shit that ain't shit right with me. About this Donald Trump shit. And so I figured since I didn't really do the video I intended to do on it yet, I'll do that now. I sort of just gave y'all a brief summary and then said how I don't really want to do this much no more unless it starts being, you know what I'm saying, worth something or whatever. But I don't really feel like that no more. Either way. So, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, algorithm, all that. You know what I'm saying? Big Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? Bonfire, Obama. Anyway. So I gotta speak on this shit, man. Listen, I don't like Trump. I don't like Joe Biden. I don't like either of them, bro. I'm an anarchist. Technically an anarcho-capitalist. I don't like either of them shits. But that said, I'm glad Trump ain't get killed. You see what I'm saying? Now, am I gonna vote for him? No. Am I gonna vote for Joe Biden? No. But I'm glad Trump ain't died, because I think it's setting a bad precedent that I've been saying that to my mom, especially, who's very diehard Democrat for a minute. I've been saying, look, Mom, this shit that Joe Biden is saying is dangerous. It's not. And she kept saying, what do you mean? I said, Mom, it's dangerous. It's the type of shit that could really radicalize someone to do something over nothing. I don't know what it is and how the media pulled this off, because it even affected me when I was in prison, till I started thinking about, I said, all that racist shit they said he said though, but they never have the actual fucking soundbite of it. They just say he said it. I still wouldn't vote for him. I still don't like him really. You know, I don't really like politicians, man. But I'm glad he didn't get smoked. And a few weird things I noticed. First off, now CNN come out with some shit where now it's like, oh, guess what? We just found out about an Iranian assassination attempt. Bro, are you serious right now? You making shit up. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all are just trying to get him out the game and find a good fall guy. That's all it is. That kid was MK Ultra. That kid was MK Ultra. I swear to God. Look at that kid's face, you know, he was MK Ultra. But anyway, and it's weird shit with him too. The shirt is weird. The fact is, like, out of all the shirts you could wear, bro, why that? I can see if you wore under some other shit that didn't expose what it was and say demolition range, but the fact that you're wearing that and that's all you wearing, you wasn't in no tag gear, none of that. You just had some shit that said demolition ranch on it. Like, who put that there? Well, who put that there? That's how I look at that shit. Either they put, I don't know if, well, see, here's the thing. I was gonna say, I don't know if the type of MK Ultra that exists for the masses, which would mainly be through television and other forms of media of a visual and auditory nature, because they say Mercer can alter moves and talk to you. Can it load a gun up for you and cock it too? You know, but I was gonna say, I don't know if like shit said through the TV could really affect people if they hear it enough like that. But then I thought about it, I said, no, because there's people like schizophrenia, all that shit. People who think the TV's sending them messages, weird shit like that. People think the TV's bugged. What's the other shit? There's a whole bunch of shit where people, mainly with mental issues, are like triggered by the TV. But then I thought about it on a more subtle level, and I said, you know what? Remember up until you got out of prison? Because when I got out of prison was when I first started, and I said, you know, there's no actual audio of him saying any of this racist ass shit that they claim he said. It's all written. And I don't know what it is about these celebrities all of a sudden, like, really not liking Trump. I don't know what. Like, he's not. I don't want to say he's not a bad dude, because, like, there's some weird shit on his name, but, like, bro, it's like all the weird shit he's been acquitted of, and it's like the a level that they go to lie about him and shit. It's just weird. It's like, why? I don't even like the dude, so I'm not even sticking up for him or none of that, but, you know, it's not right. It's not right. You know, my kids have to live in this country and shit. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? Big Range Rover. And, you know, it's fucked up as a father when you look at this shit and it's being more and more of a third world country every day, B. I don't like that shit. So, when I was in prison, up until when I got out of prison, when it really fucking hit me, it was like give it like a month or two after I got out of prison, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, bro. Like, literally, like, it's Trump last year in office, and I realized, I said, wait a minute. You ain't never heard any actual say, because I looked. When I realized this, I YouTubed it, Googled it, no sound bites, there's no actual proof other than typing that he said this shit, or saying that he said this shit, without having any proof he really said this shit. Whenever it came down to some racist shit, you feel me? Like when he said that shit about shithole countries, that's a good example. Where's the sound bite of that? There is none. The other shit that they claim he said was either shit that they intentionally twisted and straight up in some cases lied about what he really said. Because when you listen to it, it's like, bro, he didn't say that. Like, he said some shit that, like, you're trying really hard to twist into some shit he did not say. And like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. You might think I'm joking, but I'm not a Republican. But I don't like seeing people be fucking targeted like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a member of the targeted individual community, I don't like seeing people be targeted like that. That's fucked up, bro. It's like, why? What did he even do? What did he even do? But we don't know what happened to Epstein. We don't know, huh? Okay, right. So, I had this issue. When I started realizing that, and I said, wait, for a whole, 2 years, from 2016 to I'd say almost 2019. It was literally the end of 2018 when I got out of prison. 2016, like the whole time I was in prison, I'm like, man, fuck Trump. Blah, blah, blah. I started noticing while I'm in prison, there's some older black dudes who really fuck with Trump. And I'm like, I know a lot of Hispanics fuck with Trump. Like a lot of Hispanics. Like, I think more Hispanics than white folks in there fuck with Trump. And then, like, I'm still not fucking with Trump. And so I realized, like, if the media could brainwash me like that to make me not like this guy for shit he probably didn't even do, and it took me with someone of my fucking mental capacity and my brain power and my extreme willpower with shit to not fucking be like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it took me 2 years to come out of that fucking brainwashing that it had me in, yeah, for damn sure, if you say some wild shit, I even told my mom, I said, bro, if it was me, I mean, I wouldn't have gone out my way like that kid did. And I'm not saying I would do anything at all, but I'm saying if I was having a bad day, like when I was that kid age, like shit did go left a lot of times. And me not liking Trump, I'm not saying anything would have happened like that, but it's like, I could see how the messaging that was done by Joe Biden to someone who is probably way less mentally strong, like not as mentally strong as me. Like, I could see how that shit might, on its own, just through what the media is saying, cause that kid to fucking lose his fucking mind like that, do some wild shit like that. I even said, the wildest shit to me is the explosives. Like, I don't know what type of explosives they was. I don't know if it was just tannerite. I don't know if he had, like, if he had pipe bombs and shit he put together, that's like a whole other level, right? Cause like it's one thing if you just have some shit happen because of circumstance, right? But when you put bombs together, shit, that's just a whole level of premeditation of this shit. That takes time. You know what I'm saying? That's not some shit you go out and buy if it's like some shit like a pipe bomb. You have to make that. It takes time. It takes knowing how to do that. It takes research. It takes, in a lot of cases, trial and error and maybe blowing your hand off. Like, that's not something you would just do because you just had spur of the moment idea. And so you had, this is the assassination timeline of events. You have the Supreme Court says Biden could have immunity from assassination attempts. If someone tries to assassinate Trump because it becomes a threat, Biden could have immunity, the Supreme Court said. Then this thing happens where he gets shot in the ear. Trump gets shot in the ear. Cool, whatever. Then you all of a sudden have some shit now saying, oh, Iran might try to assassinate Trump. Like, why are y'all doing this, man? We know it's not Iran. We know your main shit just fucked up, so now you're trying to, like, finesse a way to fucking, like, you're trying to make a smoke screen or some shit. Diversion. And so, it's real concerning to me when I see all that going on. And here's the other thing. I see people like Jack Black and shit joking about, you know, he should have got hit and shit. Jack Black, you never probably ever been shot at in your life unless it was on a movie set with blank rounds. Don't even, bro. That's fucked up. Like, yeah, I get it. You might not politically like him. You might be scared of what he's going to do to you when he get in office. But, you know what I'm saying? Why are you scared? Is it because you was doing something wrong? Did you do something wrong that he know about? We don't, like, what is it? There ain't no reason to be wishing death on this man who just beat the odds, bro. If that shit was just a smidge inward, bro, his shit would have been clapped, possibly. I mean, maybe like an inch inward, if it had anywhere near his eye, would have been a rat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, even if his temple would have been a rat, depending how the trajectory was, the velocity, all that shit. If it hit his temple or his eyeball, though, it most likely would have been a rat. If it hit his mouth, it probably would have gone in and out. But yeah, either way, from the angle and trajectory of it. Either way, I feel like we need to do better as a country. This is messed up, bro. This is messed up. Like, this is like a 9/11 feeling with my country right now, bro. I feel like this affect me like 9/11, bro. Like, this some shit where it made me, like, realize, like, yo, America important, bro. Freedom important, bro. This shit important for the kids and shit, man. We can't let this be going on. No, we can't have this happening. It's not happening. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? I felt like my country was vulnerable. So yeah, my rant for the day, man. But like, we need to do better. And like, you know how you're not allowed to say you go the president of the United States? You shouldn't be allowed to say that shit that they said on stage right after the president of the United States almost gets. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make real clear, nothing I said in this, because I know there was one point where I said something about, listen, when I was in my younger days, and I was like wilding like that, that wasn't directed towards Trump. That was directed towards, in general, towards other people. And so I could see if this kid was the same type of way, where sometimes he just woke up having a bad day, and that happened enough to where now he's got the media pumping constant shit in his brain about Trump's a threat to democracy. He's dangerous. The MAGA Republicans, da-da-da-da. Like, come on, y'all knew what y'all was doing, bro. You was doing that shit Malcolm X always warned us about, where y'all was weaponizing the fucking media and the news for psychological warfare, bro. That's propaganda. I'm out there, bitch.